start?
We're starting.
All right. So on page 246 is where we'll begin in our text, in our Froling, Grice, and Skinner text. And the first thing they talk about is a general purpose. We've already covered this in our class, but refresh me and tell me, what is a general purpose and what general purposes did we talk about?
One is to inform.
Persuade and entertain.
Okay, and what's a general purpose do for us in a presentation or a report or a speech?
Sets the expectation with the audience.
Good, good. So it determines our relationship with the audience, gives us a nice direction. For our first presentation, what are we using? Okay, all right, this is going to be important because it is the foundation for the rest of the lessons. So next, go ahead and turn to the next page in your book and let's talk about specific purpose. Okay, how does your book define a specific purpose?
Statement includes three parts: the general purpose, the audience, and the goal.
Okay. Okay, notice I put theme next to goal because that's what you've already developed. On the next page, your book includes another point. Can somebody tell me what that says?
What you want your speech to accomplish.
Okay, all right, and that is key to a specific purpose. A specific purpose says what you want to accomplish, and it needs to have these three things: the general purpose, the audience, and then the goal and the theme. So we already know what our general purpose is. It's to inform. Do we know who the audience is?
Plus,
Okay, all right, so we have this taken care of, and here we have our themes already developed. You already have the three things that you need in order to create an effective specific purpose. Okay, let's take a look at an example and see if we can write a specific purpose with an example. I have several choices here. Since we had a Mexico outline for our example, let's go ahead and use Mexico as an example. Let's say that I narrowed down a theme and I want to talk about the holidays in Mexico. So that's my theme.
Second of mine? It's not?
No, it's on the holiday.
Close to 200.
Cinco de Mayo is actually celebrated in like June or July in Mexico.
Okay, let's say that this is our theme, and we want to create a specific purpose statement. So one sentence, and I realize that your book says that it can be a phrase. I prefer a specific purpose to be in a complete sentence. Let's write this theme in a specific purpose as to what we want to accomplish. Can somebody form a sentence for me?
I will inform the class about the holidays in Mexico.
I will inform the class. Okay, let's examine this. Does it have a general purpose? Does it have the audience? And is our theme or our goal present?
Yes.
Okay, this is a very good first try for a specific purpose. This is good. This is what you'll do. Now you can also write a specific purpose, and this portion is not in your book, but it is from the BB and BB Public Speaking textbook from 2010. You can write a specific purpose as a behavioral objective. leave that there. Okay, it's still stating what you want to accomplish, but it's saying what you want the audience to be able to do. It's very effective if, let's say, you are presenting for a workshop or you're teaching somebody something. But you can still use it for the statement, for this theme. So a behavioral objective will sound something like, by the end of this informative speech, the audience will be able to describe the holidays in Mexico, or be able to list the holidays in Mexico. So this is saying what I want you to accomplish by the end of my speech. I want you to notice a couple of things. I still have these 3 points in this statement, but for what I want the class to accomplish, the word describe is very descriptive. You can measure this. And I want you to, if you use a behavioral objective, I want you to use a word that you can measure. So for example, if I were to say, by the end of this speech, this informative speech, the class will be able to understand about the holidays in Mexico. I can't measure whether you understand something, but I can measure if you can do this, if you can describe something, if you can list something. I can measure if you can build something, if you can create something. But understand, know, those types of words I can't measure. It's not necessarily a wrong behavioral objective, it's just not as strong, and I want you to write this in a strong manner. Okay, does this make sense to everybody? Okay, other things. One last point about specific purpose, and then you'll be writing your own. A lot of students look at this and they say, that's not really creative. Okay, you can write it like this as you're learning how to do this, but if you want to substitute these words for something else, you can do that. So what's another word for inform?
Educate.
Okay, educate the class. I'm going to educate the participants. Okay, so you can change these words around in order to make it sound more creative. You do not need to for this first assignment, but you can. Okay, so now that you have all the tools to create your own specific purpose, I want you to take the next 5 or 10 minutes and create your own specific purpose right now.